A very good morning class, dear students. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic what we call as a gravitation. So in the previous chapter we have learned that a force is needed to change the speed or the direction of motion of an object. We have observed many times that while throwing an object, that object ultimately falls to the surface of the earth. And we all know that all the planets, including the earth, goes around the sun. Similarly, moon goes around the earth. So in all these cases, either we are talking about falling of the object or that of the planets or moon. An invisible force is responsible for all these cases. What the Newton called as a gravitation. He not only talks about the gravitation, but he also concluded that in this universe, each and every object attracts every other object. And he concluded that this one is called as a universal law of gravitation. So actually we are talking about the universal law of gravitation. Then we can say that each and every object in this universe is attracting every other object by a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So let's have a see what we have talked about this. So if we suppose to be a mass, that is earth, so it will be a masses of the earth m. In that prospect, we will also suppose to be a small masses, that is the mass of the object, and it will be supposed to be a small m. So there is a line joining between these centers, and it will be supposed to a distance between them and will be called as r. So again come to the right point that universal law of gravitation states that this force is directly proportional to the product of their masses. So we can write it as F is directly proportional to the product of M, whereas the capital M is the mass of the earth and small m is the mass of the object. So we are supposed to be the equation number of 1. In the second terms, he called this as this force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, what we call as a r. So it will be written as 1 by r square, and it will be supposed to be a equation number of 2. While combining these two equations, we will get a f is proportional to f into m by r square. Here, then after Newton's, replaced by these symbols as a gravitational constant, so this will be written as f is equal to g times m into m by r square, and this g is called as a universal gravitational constant, and it has the values 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. And this value is given by first of all Henry Cavendish. So we can say that this force is actually governing all this universe. So F is equal to G times m by r square. And we all know that falling objects, including whatever so be, so in that cases of falling objects have always acceleration in them. So if we replace this force as by saying m into g, we will call as g times mm into r by square. So it will be written as according to the gravity as m into g. So we can write it as m into m by r square. So here the m is the small object, that is the mass of the object, it will be cancelled out. So we can write it as g is equal to gm by r square. So this is the relation between small g and the capital G. This g will be varying as according. We know that the earth is not a perfect sphere. That's why if an object is just placed at the surface or near the surface of the earth, we will take this radius and will be the radius of the earth. So we can write it as gm by capital R square, where m is capital M is the mass of the earth, capital R is the radius of the earth, and g is the gravitational constant. So if an object is placed just at the surface of the earth or near the surface of the earth, the distance between them, these two, will be supposed to be the radius is equal to that of the radius of the earth. So if we suppose that earth is like this sphere, so here from the poles to that of the equator, the radius will be goes on increasing. So in that cases, the value of gravity will goes on decreasing. So we can say that the value of G is maximum at that of the poles and minimum at that of the equators. As we come from that of the poles to that of the equator. So we can say that as we will go from that of from equator to the poles, the radius will be goes on decreasing, so the value of G will be goes on increasing. And also we can say that the value of G will be maximum at the poles, either we are talking about the north poles or the south poles, and it will be minimum at that of the equators, and it will be zero at the center of the earth. So this what we have taught about this gravitation and that of the gravity, that means the variation of small g. So in the next topic we will discuss about some other topics. Till now, thank you and have a nice day.